Creating backlinks to the homepage versus internal pages. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In this video, what I would like to address is building backlinks to either your homepage or your internal pages. Now, to understand where to build these links and why, we need to first understand what the different types of links are that we'll be talking about in today's video. And then on top of that, I will help you dissect which links to build to the homepage versus internal pages, and then why. So I don't want to waste any time here. Let's get directly into the video, and let's kick it off with homepage. All right. Now, when we're talking about the homepage, if you're watching any of the videos or trainings that I have put out, we're looking to build a brand presence. And I want to make it super clear here. When I'm giving you information, the primary focus of my business and the people who I help, or the business owners that I help, are in the local space, local and national businesses. All right. So this is really helping you. Okay. If you're a business owner, if you have a local business website, a national website, a regional website, more than one state in the United States or any country, really, this is really who I'm speaking to. All right. So I want to make that evidently clear. So with that being said, let's talk about the homepage. Now, what we're looking to do is we're looking to establish the brand's name. Now, what the true objective over the course of time, of course, is to become synonymous with the services that we provide. For instance, think Coca-Cola. What comes to mind? Soda, right? Now, Coca-Cola has become synonymous with the services or the products that they provide. Now, what we're trying to do for you is, Chris's Law. We want to be synonymous with personal injury, truck, car, medical malpractice, these types of things. Any space, any industry, we're trying to establish the brand. And then as time progresses, we're looking to be synonymous with the services we provide. So we build links to the homepage, right? To establish authority, brand, and trust, right? We need digital references online about our brand and who we are and what we do. And then we're looking to build links to the internal pages in order to build authority for the things that we do. Does that make sense? Awesome. So let's keep going here. Let's first dissect, all right? Let's peel back the layers of, well, what are we talking about when we're building links to the homepage? When we're trying to establish brand, what exactly are we doing, right? So let's go ahead and do this. So the very first thing that we're always going to do is we're going to build a citation. Well, Chris, what exactly are citations? So citations would be, let's look up a business. Let's just look up, okay. Let's look up Chris Palmer Marketing. Okay. Let's go down our list here. Great. So Chris Palmer Marketing, Yelp. This is a citation. All right. This is a citation, a digital reference, name, address, phone number, building a link to our pages. So homepage, where do we send them? We build them to the homepage, and then we can start building links. We can build citations and directories to our internal pages, but we start with the homepage. This helps establish brand. All right, let's move on quickly. Now let's move on down here. MapQuest, great. MapQuest is another citation. Let's keep going here. All right, Quora, Audible. Let's go back up here. Perfect. The next thing that we want to build to our home pages in order to help establish brand, and we can also build them to internal pages, is going to be a directory. All right. So this is excellent. Monta. Monta is a great directory for businesses. All right. So Monta is a directory. We build those to the homepage. Let's move on. All right. Now, let's take a look here. All right. Another aspect that we like to build to the homepage, and stick with me here. The reason why I'm going over the types of links is to help you understand where we send them to and when. All right. Now, another aspect that we like to do is this. All right. So have you ever been to AP News, or better yet, Global Newswire? Okay. Press release. Okay. Now, a press release is when we're talking about our brand, our achievements. We could be talking about certain products or services. These types of links, a press release is where we're going to send to the homepage first. Why? Because we're trying to establish brand. Here's who we are. Here's what we do. Here's where we do it. Here's our phone number. And here's a little bit about it, right? A press release. Now, Global Newswire, along with a boatload of other sites, could be considered a news link or a PR. Now, I'm not here to dissect each individual type of backlink, but I want to let you know where we're sending them and then what they are, all right? So, press release, citations, directories, okay? Another thing that we'll do and point to the homepage at first is data aggregation submission. Now, how I understand this and how I look at this is it's programmatic. Any of the citations or directories that we want to go and get that we cannot build manually, we do this programmatically. Now, I have finally figured out the process in order to be able to submit to these programmatically without utilizing a third-party vendor like, say, Bright Local. But with that being said, I was using Bright Local for data aggregation submission forever, right? But now we figured out that, hey, you can do data aggregation submission for free, right? So now I can help the businesses myself, right? But with that being said, there's a great illustration by Moz to help you understand where these particular links go. All right, now here, I'll show you this briefly. All right, here we go. Right by Moz, data aggregation submission, programmatic SEO. You can read all about this, but here, see this? See how it just gives you a nice distribution, right? You end up getting links in places that you can't just go and build manually. And that's why I started understanding it this way. But that's data aggregation submission. So far, if you're with me so far, we've built citations, we've built directory listings, we've built a PR, and we've done data aggregation submission. Now, another aspect that I really love to do, at least at first for the homepage, is going to be branded Web 2.0. Now, what's a Web 2.0, you ask? Well, Web 2.0 is generally going to be a site builder or another asset that it's high authority, has a lot of backlinks pointing at it, that I can put whatever I want on. So let's get a list of those so you can understand what those are and what they look like. All right, so Web 2.0 sites with high DR, or whatever metric that you like, doesn't matter. So my good friend here, Chris, he has a list here. I know this gentleman here. He's a good guy. But he shows a few here. I'll show him off. It's no issue. All right. Nice guy. Great guy. I've talked to him numerous times. Anyway, let's take a look at this. So sites like WordPress, Tumblr, Blogger, Jimdo, LiveJournal, Wix, Weebly. There's a plethora. Now, what we like to do on these assets, because remember, what's our main goal? Our main goal is to establish our brand so we can become synonymous with the services and the products that we provide. So first is establishing the brand. Here's who we are. Here's what we do. Here's where we do it. And here's how you contact us, right? That's our goal. Number one, right? So this way, when we start searching for the primary terms in our locations, Google starts to understand, oh, Chris Palmer? Oh, he's an SEO. They start showing you for SEO terms. Who would have thought? Right? You with me so far? Okay, great. So let's continue. So these are Web 2.0 assets. Now, what do we put here? We put branded. We want to make these assets branded. Think of Web 2.0s just like you do a citation or a press release. It's non-promotional, but we're trying to establish our brand. So far, what have we done? We've done our citations, directories, press release, data aggregation submission, and branded Web 2.0. That's 5 assets. Oftentimes, this is hundreds of links, backlinks, dozens, if not 100 or hundreds of referring domains. This is quite a lot of links or a lot of digital references pointing back to the homepage, right? So we've done this. Now, there are some other links that we like to go ahead and achieve because remember, our goal here is to establish brand, right? So what we like to do is we like to create what is called feature post, or sometimes we'll do a guest post. Oftentimes what we're really looking for is a featured post. So what's the difference, Chris? Well, I'll let you know. A guest post could be, we write an article about, let's say, dog bites, right? We write an article about dog bites and we reference multiple points. We talk about ointments. We talk about I don't know, roadway construction. We talk about, rules for sidewalks and why you should have dog collars on your dog. I don't know. But also within that article, we talk about, well, hey, if you've suffered this injury, maybe you should reach out to this person. It's a personal injury lawyer. And then we send a link. This is a guest post. All right. We've talked about a specific thing, a topic. And within that topic, we have multiple references. Guest post, generally speaking. All right. This could also be horror. A featured post is, let me share with you. So we have a good friend out here in this particular space. I really enjoy his stuff. Neil Patel, right? Plus, when I talk about him, it doesn't, it's like, it's okay. I can show his brand or logo and he's not going to copyright strike my video. Some brands out here are quite interesting. But with that being said, let's go ahead. So Neil Patel, so that's not how you spell Neil. Okay, I didn't know. Neal is not how you spell Neil. So Neil Patel has featured posts. All right. So let me just think to myself, well, here, let's take a look. Let's go down the list. Perfect. Well, this is a paid asset. Let's keep going though, because that's not really a space. Neil Patel articles, so featured. Author at digital marketing app. So he's an author here. So he's producing guest posts, but this isn't a featured article about him, right? So here's what we're going to do. I just want you to understand what these links are and how valuable or how powerful they can be and why we're sending them to certain places. Now, I'll give this one more second just to find an example briefly. I thought it would have showed up easily, but a featured post. How about this? Here, who is? Watch this. Okay, let me see here. Beautiful. Doesn't get any better than this. This is a featured post. There's no question, right? This is about the person or the brand or the services. This is a soft pitch. Also on a very authoritative website, I would assume. So we have an authoritative asset, very authoritative, and we have a page, right? The slug, the URL, the title. This article is all about the thing, the brand, the business, the service, the person, okay? That's a featured article, right? Very powerful asset to have, all right? Now, this is generally, if he's going to send this, I would venture to guess that you're going to send this to the homepage. Why? Because we know that power trickles down, okay? Power trickles down when we're sending links. This is why when you set a top level page for your services, let's say you're a personal injury lawyer, and then you have / personal injury lawyer Texas, generally, if you're on a budget, you build to the top level page. Well, why is that? Because we know that power trickles down. All right. So now that you understand what a featured post is, I've also explained to you, well, what's a guest post? And these are the assets that we want to first send into the home page. Now, let's talk about internal pages. All right. So let's keep going here. Since you have already understood now what the mission is, establish the brand, who we are, what we do, where we do it, our pricing, our phone number. When you look up a brand, we need them to understand that this is who this is and this is what they do. And in order to help that along, I need secondary assets, votes from outside to point to us. All right. So when you type in your brand name, your asset shows up first, your website. All right. That's rule number one. Establish the brand. The very next step that we also want to point to the homepage is social media. Now, why is that? There's two things going on here. One, not only do we want to be as credible as possible, but these assets are quite authoritative. So I look at these as authoritative digital references or authoritative citations or directories, however you want to frame it. So when we're talking about Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, all of the assets we want to make about our brand name, and point to the homepage. I don't think I need to go ahead and showcase exactly what this is, but you get the drift, right? These are homepage links in order to establish the authority of who we are, what we do, and where we do it. Let's talk about internal pages. All right. So when should we build links to the home or to the internal pages? We need to be building links to internal pages once we've already been established as a brand. Most of the time, it's parallel at the same exact time. Now, when we're focusing on internal pages in order to rank, what we're primarily focused on are guest posts, press releases, directories. That's what we're looking for, and featured posts if you can afford them. Now, there's so many different types of links, but the main concept or the main idea behind this video is, well, when should I be sending links to front homepage and internal pages? And then what's the difference and why am I doing it? So homepage, all we're trying to do is establish the brand. Once we have an internal page that we're trying to establish, okay, relevance that, hey, this brand is going to be the best answer for this keyword. If it's personal injury lawyer, what I'm looking to do is I've already established my brand. Google already knows I'm a personal injury lawyer. Now I need to start establishing that page that not only am I a personal injury lawyer, but I'm a personal injury lawyer in Houston. So now I'm looking to get digital references back to the Houston page. And then the types of links that build this up are going to be your guest posts, feature posts, press releases, and directories. That's it. That's it. Now, there's other small little caveats that you can go out there and build. There's Wikipedia and EDU, and there's all these little small ones. You can add those in. But what we're really focused on one last time is directories, which we've talked about. Directories, featured post, which we've talked about. Guest posts, which we've talked about. All right. Press releases, which we've talked about. All right. Now there's different levels, different costs, different flavors, however you want to frame it, of each type of link. But at the end of the day, this is what it is. Now we establish our brand, then we establish for the services that we provide. I hope that this has been helpful. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. This is the difference between sending links to the homepage or an internal page, what those types of links are, and when you need to do it. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, ask in the section below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next homepage links versus internal page links video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay. Now, let's see here. Hello, Helena, Billy's Corner. Hello, Billy. Joshua was waiting for this video. Glad to make it for you. Matrix World, hello. Keith, hey, Chris. Google Console says my sitemap is incorrect and refuses to crawl my new internal pages. Do you have a video on how to fix sitemaps? This video is awesome. Thank you. Keith, I'm glad to help. As far as sitemaps are concerned, for your particular case individually, as soon as we add to the store the plugins that we're going to start providing, I was waiting to get a green light from the plugin providers. I've gotten the green light. So now that I'm able to do this, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start offering that. For your particular instance, for your particular case, right? Because you have a WordPress asset, you can utilize a plugin. The plugin that I like to use is SEO Press. It's just because of scalability, speed, it's very lightweight, plus the owner's cool, right? So with that being said, you install SEO Press, eradicate any reference of Yoast, very clunky, in my opinion, one person's opinion. Install SEO Press. Once you install SEO Press will allow you to have two things that you're really are important for you, particularly robots.txt and a sitemap generator. Once we have those two things, it will produce, it will create, then we can submit, won't have any issues. All right. Christopher says, for local service companies, does the percentage of mobile versus desktop views in the Google Map 3-pack matter? Yes, of course it does. You have to note that if Google is analyzing and including data at a very rapid rate, okay? Now, in order to understand blended data at a very rapid rate, it has to be trained on it has to be trained on something, right? So when we're looking at a particular niche or a particular set of sites, let's say you're a plumber or a personal injury lawyer, if on average the template or what we've been trained on sees 70% desktop and 30% mobile, that's exactly what we need to look like. So does it matter? Definitely. Definitely. You cannot be outside the norm. All right. All right. Hey, Chris, would you say that there are 3 most sought after skills by hiring companies in the field of SEO? 3 most sought after skills by hiring companies? Well, hiring companies is different than hiring employees. I've never hired a company before. But if I was hiring somebody, I think competence within the field, and ability to be able to see the goal, right? So competence in SEO is very, very impactful. The other aspect of hiring is trust, right? Do they have my best interest in their heart, right? Like, are they helping me or are they helping themselves make money? I think that's a wild difference, right? So trust, actual skill set. And then last but not least, when hiring an SEO company, diversity of marketing tools. So you can get a really good SEO, but if they don't understand all of the channels, you're going to find yourself hitting a wall at some point, you know? So I think that's what I'd be looking at. Skill set, trust, and diversity of skill set. Thank you, buddy. Enjoy your weekend. Yes, I will. So here's what we're going to do next. We have a gentleman. All right. We have already... all right, we've already worked on this guy. We're coming back in to do a small little tweak, a page refresh, a small little cleanup. We've already found success. This particular client wants to win. Here, hold up. Let me get rid of this stuff. So this particular client wants to win for skip bin or skip bin hire, right? So this is a client that's located in Cairns, Australia. Great guy. Spoke to him numerous times. So we were able to achieve page 1 rankings, but we really want to take that top spot. All right. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick look at this. All right. So we're going to get inside of here and we're going to clean this up for him. Okay. And we're going to do that together. There's not a lot of work here, but I don't do these things myself often. But since it was such a small project, it was on my to-do list. All right, so this is going to be... So if you have any questions while we're doing this, what we're going to do now is we're going to modify this page. What we're trying to rank for is skip bin hire, CAIRNES, I believe. All right, we're going to do this. All right, so we're already in the map pack, and then we're ranking number 4. Now, we don't want number 4, right? And yes, we're in the map pack. Yes, we're top 4, top 5. We're number 4 currently, but of course, that's unacceptable, right? It's all or nothing. So that's going to be our primary objective right now. So we need some fine tuning. We might need some links, but right now as it stands, we're number 4. And what we want to do is be number 1. So let's go take a look and see what Google's rewarding currently. We're going to take a brief look at this. I see. Okay. All right. So. Okay. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Let's take a look at this person. So what we're doing right now, in case you were curious, is we're analyzing to see word count and density. All right. Since we've already been able to achieve a result, we're looking for LSIs or co-occurring key phrases. And also too, what is the keyword usage within the page? All right. I'm trying to get a word count idea. And see where our deficits are, because we're number 4. So this particular person or this business owner only does one thing, right? And he only does it in ideally one location. You know, I've spoke to him a few times. I'm very, very confident. Like that's his area. That's what he does. That's where he wants to do it. Okay, I see a huge issue here. All right. So right now, what we're identifying is word count and word usage, or density. All right, or prominence within the page. Aside from that, the next thing that we want to take a look at is, and we just rebuilt this tool, so I'm going to be happy to offer my very own on-page analyzation tool, which is going to be super sick. It'll do all the math for us. Aha! I see. Okay. So what we're doing right now is we're taking a look at the heading tags because I'm curious of 22. So that's 1. Okay. What's this dude got going on here? All right. All right. I see a huge problem already. So we're about to address this in a few moments here. We're going to take care of that. Don't you, all right. The winner. I see. Uh-huh. Okay. Alrighty. So, this should be relatively easy. Not easy, but... Alright, so let's go inside of here. I see. Now I'm looking for zones. You guys can ask any questions that you want, and then we'll take care of the rest. Okay. What is this? WP Bakery? WP Bakery, huh? You got a frame inside of here? Okay. Got your socials in here. Good for you. Excellent. Okay. Alrighty. Understood. Okay. So that's what you're using for that. What about this dude? Let me just see here. Uh-huh. And then you. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Let me just take a look at this now. Let's go back over here. All right. You can put that there. All right. Yep. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay. So waste bin. Yep. All right. So tropical skips. Tropical skips. Uh-huh. Skip bin. Management company. Tropical. Mini skips. And okie dokie. And then you giving up the number? Skip bin, hire Carnes, waste bin. Waste bins, tropical skips. Is anybody putting rubbish? Rubbish is fun. It's that apostrophe. We're going to make sure we get that in there. So we have skip bin. We have skip bin. We have skips. Skip, skips. Bin, bins. Hire. I don't have hires. Tropical skips is fine. So that's perfectly fine. Let's go down into here. Yes. Okie doke. All right, so let's get this while we're here. Okay. Set the canonical while we're here. There you go. Alrighty. My generic header. Alright, let's get inside of here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You got a phone number up in here? Let's get that while we're at it. No phone number? Okay. Interesting. Oh, there it is. I just didn't see it. Alright, let's put that up into here. Whoopsie. Scroll down. Then I'll start worrying about. Okay. I kind of want to move that back. I know it doesn't matter, but that's what I want to do. There's basically a space there. I'll put that in there. Okie doke. I can update this. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so there's the canonical. That's that. Let me see here. Tropical skips. We have that on the page. Skipping, iron, doke. Now, is there a way just to edit the code? Featured item. Alright, let's go see what the issue here is. So this is a problem. Okay. So, we have to figure out how or why this. Okay. Why is this showing up as save as element? So no, thank you. No, thank you. Is there a way for me to... Let's go over here. So waste bin type, skip bin sizes, higher conditions, request a quote. So I don't see the reasoning for this. This is fine. This is fine. But why do we have... Okay. See this section? I would love... Is there a way for me to... Okay. Is there a way to change how it is formulated? Alright. Accordion. Okay. WP Bakery. Change accordion. I don't want it. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I want. Accordion title tag drop down just after the... Well, it's got to be WP Bakery specifically. Is there a way? I never used WP Bakery. Is there a way to change the way I look at the page? Here, you can keep this updated. It's perfectly fine. This is interesting. You left update day. Is there a way to change? I want to push that for some reason. WP Bakery Builder front end editor. Am I able to use this? That would be cool. Well, I don't know if that's helpful, but we're about to find out. Let's see here. So box header, accordion section. Yeah, see. Tab ID, unique identifier for this tab, so it's a title. Well, we gotta kill that. Until we can do that, it's gonna be a struggle. And I don't want to just remove it. So we have a text block here, and that's kind of cool, but what I really want to do is remove that. What's this do again? Save as element. Okay, so this isn't backend editor. So that's the backend editor. That's the front end editor. This is classic. Let's go right back to here. Well, I don't even see the value in this, but I want to keep it on the site though. But this is hurting our performance for this page. I want to remove that. And you need to trim these words way down. Like, you have way too much going on in this page. Like, that is unnecessary. I like it, but not for this page. And then on top of that, excellent service dropped off the bin. Are they reading that too? Excellent service dropped off the bin. Let's take a look here. Excellent service. Service dropped. Man, see? And they're reading those reviews. So you're pulling in all this review information, I would assume site-wide. Hooray. And then on top of that, you have all of this content up here which needs to be eradicated. So you have all this nonsense. And then on top of that, you have all this being pulled in. Man, you should get rid of this and get rid of this. And I think you'll be on your way, sir. And then you don't have anything down here. So, all right. All right. So let's move that to the main page. To remove reviews to about page 3. Take photos of reviews if client wants to keep them. 4. Add Q. 5. Increase keyword usage in headings. All right, I fixed the other simple stuff. All right, so I'll talk to him about where that is, and then we'll be on our way. So here, let's answer anything that you guys have, and then I'll be out of here. Turnaround's always 2 weeks. I'm about to be out of here in a second, though. Let's take a look at this. Was waiting for this video. Hey, Chris, love your videos. We've been learning so much watching your content. Thank you. Appreciate that. Matrix World says, hello. Keith, hey, Chris, Google Console. Okay, we talked about that. For a local service company, does the percentage of mobile verse? Okay, we did that. Hey, Chris, what would you say are the 3 most sought after skills by? Okay, we did that. Thank you. Enjoy the weekend. Hey, Chris, do you think low spam, high DR, do follow comments with varying long tail keywords are good for pointing to internal pages after brand homepage is established? Low spam, high DR blog comments are good for pointing to internal pages after brand homepage is established and ranks number 1. I would be mindful because if you're able to drop a comment onto a page, that means that others can. So I would be very, very mindful on which page I point those blog links to. Is it a link? Yes. Can it be helpful? Yes. But you don't know what's going to happen in a year or 2 years or 6 months. I would be mindful on where I point those to. Now, if you want to point them to a blog page or a supporting piece of content that's pointing up to a commercial intent page, I would rock with that. But you can never, ever, ever, ever risk high commercial intent pages. You need to be mindful on which links you send there. All right? No risk. Like if it's for a client or a business, like no risk. There can't be a risk. All right? So that's up to you. If it's your own site and you want to gamble, that's up to you. All right? All right. All right, my Trite SEO press. Yeah, well, we already have the green light. Turnaround time is less than 2 weeks. I wouldn't be overly concerned. As soon as I add that to the dashboard and we can offer it, the turnaround time is super fast. So, should I delete rank math? We'll delete rank math. Don't do it yet because I can import what you've already spent the time filling out. I'm not a fan of rank math. I don't like how a lot of people love it, but it's just not for me. And then Harry in LA, hey Chris, can I send you a private message to check one of my site's schema? I mean, you could, but I'm about to go. It's Saturday, So I'm not going to be back at my computer until late tonight. I'm about to walk across the street and go home. You know what I mean? I just came over here, let Hayes out, check a couple things, check in with my brother, make a video, and I'm on my way. You know, hey Chris, what would you say are the top things that you can do to improve keyword rankings? Created a specific location-based page and included our keyword within page. Our keyword rank is currently 96. Awesome. So the thing that business owners and people that I talk to all the time, they never can wrap their head around sometimes, right? That they have, it's even myself, you know, like, is that page age matters. You can do all the on-page right. You can do the internal linking right. Your images are right. Your schema is right. You're building links consistently, but it takes time to rank. All right. So page age matters. So many blessings. I have to run. It's Saturday. Thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Many blessings, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.